Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Jey Morales Unbound with co-hosts Lords in Revelation, special guest, the Prophet. Tonight we begin with the shocking new details in the assassination conservative commentator Charlie Kirk. The Congo reeling after two devastating boat accidents left nearly 200 people dead. In the Caribbean, Puerto Rico's governor fires back at Venezuela President Nicolás Maduro, escalating tensions. And more other recent news. Stay tuned. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Jey Morales Unbound. How we doing, gentlemen?
Sounding good.
Normal.
Hey, all right, all right. How was this week, guys? Everything good? Happy Friday.
Thank God we made it.
Thank God we made it another weekend.
Another weekend.
Another weekend. Anything planned for this weekend?
Big plans. I'm going to sleep.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, catch up on some snooze like every other American.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep.
Sleep.
Repeat.
Heck yeah. I want to start by saying that this weekend we will not be live this weekend. We will not be live, but we're going to have our eyes peeled on any news that will be happening. So don't you worry. Even if we don't go live Monday evening, we'll be back at it again. Don't you worry. Please leave in the comments if you think that we should move into an earlier time frame. But before the night is over, because it's already 11:45 Eastern time over here in the East Coast. Let's see here. Well, we got our first topic today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, is this it? All right. Don't let me down, docket team. Don't let me down. All right, here we go. Diving right into the new updates of the assassinator of Charlie Kirk. You guys already know that this has been a topic all week, specifically the last couple of days. Again, my condolences to the friends and family, more the family than anything. So let's move along here. On September 10th, 2025 at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah, conservative activist Charlie Kirk was shot during a Turning Point in USA event. Within 33 hours, Utah law enforcement arrested and charged 22-year-old Tyler James Robinson of Washington County, Utah. He is being held without bail on charges including aggravated murder and felony firearm discharge and obstruction of justice. Weapon location, surveillance, and physical evidence. The suspect murder weapon is bolt-action Mauser .3006 rifle fitted with a scope. It was recovered wrapped in a towel in a wooded area near the scene. Surveillance and video evidence placed the shooter atop of a roof 200 yards from the stage, firing the shot, then fleeing across the building, jumping off, and entering nearby woods. Investigators say Robinson walked with a limp initially, but changed posture when taking the shot, moving into a prone position. The limp was noted in surveillance. The limp disappeared in the act of firing. Engravings and inscription on ammunitions that were found. Here are direct quotes from court documents, press conferences, and the probable cause of affidavit about the engravings say what they might imply. Fired casing said, notice bulges. Oh, well, what's this? Quoted by Governor Spencer Cox, suggested internet oval usage common is niche in online culture. It's news to me. I've never heard of it. Have you guys heard of it?
No.
There were also shells.
Oh, I didn't finish.
On-
I know there was shells still. The
Oh.
one shell was shot. Yeah, that was the fired casing. That's the engraving. The unfired casing and unused rounds in the rifle magazine was "Hey fascist, catch," followed by arrow symbols on up arrow, right arrow, down arrow. Oh, sorry, 3 down arrows. Engraving found on unused rounds, cartridge chamber, used in affidavit emojis, arrows perhaps symbolic. I don't know what it could be symbolic of. But then we have these other ones too. The other two that were found, the other two said, "Oh, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao." Lyrics from the Bella Ciao, the Italian anti-fascist anthem, found on one of the unused rounds. And then the other one was, "If you read this, you are gay." LMAO. Another used round as appears trolling, mocking, not clear whether insulting or ironic, but definitely provocative. What you think before I continue?
Yeah, the one with the Italian thing was a song of an old anti-fascist movement in Italy.
Okay.
And I forget that was why they were looking at him as a as a member of Antifa, and apparently it that like confirmed it when he was turned in.
That he was a member of Antifa?
Yeah, because there was more. Because when he got turned in, I forget exactly, because obviously we know it was his father that turned him in, and I guess somehow they found out from connecting that bullet, which obviously they found when they got all of that, and then arresting him. I guess obviously they must have interrogated him, and he must have said that. I don't know, because somehow they got the 2 and 2 together. But yeah, he was a member of Antifa.
Has been linked to a fascist, anti-fascist symbolism, Antifa. Authorities, well, let me not get carried away. Let's see what my script says over here. Thank you to the docket team, Let's see. Well, let's finish off on this. These engravings were accompanied by digital communications, Discord chat messages discussing hiding a rifle, engraving bullets, owning a scope, and talking of the event in advance. Robinson's roommate provided some of these messages to investigators. I hear myself there. Okay. All right. Sorry, having some audio problem over here in my ear. During a family dinner, Robinson reportedly expressed disgust at Kirk's views. Talked about Kirk's was coming to UVU and mentioned Kirk's ideas as hateful. This was among the clues officials point to for possible ideological motive. Motives, clues, ideology, political movement, and radicalization. While authorities have not yet reached the definitive motive, here are some of what the documents say. So we got Robinson's political views appear to have shifted in recent years. Family members say he became more political. He described Charlie Kirk as spreading hate, verbally expressed dislikes for his viewpoints before Kirk came to UVU. The engravings themselves are anti-fascist in tone, mocking, meme-laden. Some reports earlier misinterpretations or overstatements regarding transgender messages. Law enforcement noted that the initial stories claiming pro-trans messages have been misreported, and recent clarifications say no explicit transgender reference has been verified. So for those that keep thinking that this had to do with transgenderism, it was not, according to investigation. Also, there are arrow symbols, meme phrases like "owo," and lyrics indicating a blending of internet culture, anti-fascist ideology, and possibly trolling and hate system. The charges, context, and community reaction. Robertson is expected to be formally charged early next week under the Utah law. Charges so far include aggravated murder, felony charges, causing bodily harm, and obstruction of justice. He had no prior criminal record. He was in an electrical apprenticeship program, had some college courses, and lived with parents. Voters records show he was registered but not affiliated with any political party. Public officials from across political spectrum condemned the killing, noting the engravings raised alarming implications about the political extremist radicalization of online and whether events of this type could proliferate if not addressed.
Okay,
Rebalancing the
so
whole. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
so remember how you said you brought up those arrows earlier on the casings?
Uh-huh.
Um, well, it actually was one of them said "Hey fascist" catch with arrows pointing to anti-fascist groups. So yeah, that's pretty much how they confirmed the whole entire thing.
Okay. With the Antifa.
Yeah, from because then there was also where was the next one? Another had the words to Bella Ciao, an Italian resistance song from World War II that Antifa took up to and made popular in gaming culture. The three arrow symbol on bullets come from European resistance groups and is now used by Antifa. The phrase "Hey fascist" is reminiscent of the message of Antifa.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Where was I now on this? I can't remember. Here it is. All right. That's a good input. That's some good input, Revelation.
Yeah, and that's coming from the Economic Times.
Perfect. Continuing on that same topic, rebalancing the whole. Wait. Oh, here we go. Because the engraving info adds a lot of weight towards the motive and ideology and radicalization, you may want to shift some portions. So we're going to skip to some portions here. Let's see here. Here we go. Why? Way to go, docket team. Way to go. Way to go. Docket team. Screwing it up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on to this other article then. Better than that anyway. All right. So more recent updates, right, on all this. Let's see here. Okay, that they captured him. Officials have identified Robinson as a suspect in Kirk's assassination, of course, in Utah. Governor of Utah says Spencer Cox, he's believed to have acted alone, and the investigation is still going. The arrest goes that Robinson's arrest from Thursday night was disclosed by President Trump on Friday morning. Had recently become more political and had indicated to a family and friend afterwards that he was responsible, said Utah Governor Spencer Cox. The suspect father saw surveillance and photos and worked with a pastor to encourage the surrender in Kirk's killing. According to a law enforcement official who spoke on the condition of anonymity, or anonymity, something like that, to discuss an ongoing investigation. Utah Spencer Cox plea, long an advocate for civility, the Republican politician made an impassioned plea for America to use the horror of Kirk's assassination as an inflection point to turn the country away from political violence and division. Speaking specifically to young Americans, he said, "Your generation has an opportunity to build a culture that is very different than what we were suffering through right now." Family members of the young Utah man accused of shooting Charlie Kirk told authorities he had recently become more political and saw the ally of President Donald Trump as a person spreading hate. And according to a probable cause statement, Tyler Robinson, affiliated with a political party. According to Utah state records, he was listed as inactive, meaning he had not voted at least the last two general elections. His parents are both registered as Republicans. Utah governor said family members told authorities that Robinson had become more political. They're repeating themselves again. They talked about why they like him. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had. Cox said, referring to Robinson and the unnamed family member. The family member also stated that Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate. But yeah, there's that. Let's see what we're moving on to next. Docket team. Any last words on that, guys?
No, not really.
I feel like they pretty much said and repeated what they wanted to say.
Yeah, they repeated the same things a lot. All they made more of a headline. Sorry about that. The more of the headline that they made was that they kept. Sorry about that. That they captured him. So, I have more, and I don't know why it's not popping up. Moving along now to what's happened today in the Congo. I don't know if you guys heard about this yet. The Congo tragedy. At least 193 killed in 2 separate boat disasters. Incident 1, a whale boat overloaded with passengers caught fire and capsized. 107 dead and 146 missing and 209 rescued. Incident 2, a motorized boat in Basankusu territory sank with 86 dead, many of them students. Early causes: overloading, night navigation, and lack of safety equipment. Survivors describe chaos. We saw people jump into the river with no life jackets. The screams were endless. Wow. Local authorities promise investigation, but critics point to chronic safety neglect on Congo waters. What do you expect?
So, I guess it feels like what they pretty much tell you about the news when it starts getting pretty bad. All you want to do is turn it off.
Exactly. It's been like that like all day. All day.
It's been like that all month.
Well, you know, when I mean all day, I meant all week. But yeah, I guess all month is true.
Yeah, it's just one thing after another.
Let's see.
Honestly,
do we have any
just
updates on it? Okay, go ahead.
Bad shit comes out of the Congo. There's never been anything good to come out of there. And I ain't saying that like in the racial tense. Like, no, nothing good has ever come out of the Congo.
Nope.
Yep.
It's always a problem happening. Okay, so there's nothing recent. I just checked. I always try to look before we end our conversation on that segment. But that's the tragedy. And
Very much so.
I send my condolences to the friends and family. Too much tragedy lately. And I'm sorry for covering it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
But
see.
what are you gonna really do? Try and add in a fluff piece just to make everyone feel better about something else?
Well,
I mean, come on,
that's why we go
seriously.
with the flow of just giving them all the bad news, and then at the end we're gonna go into that one segment that we were all laughing about.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, this was a good one. Why didn't I not read this? I should have. Well, look, this is the continuance of this thing. So it tells us that. Okay, I just don't want to repeat myself again. So one moment.
Yeah, don't be repeating yourself.
Yeah, right.
God.
I do that a lot.
Right.
It's not my fault. It's all these freaking people repeating themselves, and then it makes me feel like I'm repeating myself. Come on, guys.
Yeah, that's just
Blame it on them.
poor writing.
Get your shit together. Get your shit together.
Yeah, you're went to journalism school for this. God.
Hey, yo, what the
Watch
fuck?
any 90s movie? You're supposed to go after the story. It's not to slam down into your lap. Just like, take me. Run with me. Let's go.
So we
Yeah,
got more.
At least wine and dine the story first. Good God.
Good. Oh boy.
So we got more about what's happening in Venezuela in a response from Nicolás Maduro to Puerto Rico.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to find.
I bet you he comes up with some sort of slimy excuse.
Yeah, like always. All right, ready for this? Here we go. Top sources. Nicolás Maduro publicly made. Well, let me make this smaller. There we go. There we go. Is this it? Yeah, there we go. All right. The facts. The facts. Nicolás Maduro publicly made a provocative remark about liberating Puerto Rico and has used strong rhetoric towards the island. Puerto Rico leaders and U.S. officials have rejected those comments and sought federal attention. Background on Maduro shows years of authoritarian rule, contested elections, and an economic humanitarian crisis in Venezuela. Excuse me real quick. My God. Okay. I'll turn this down again. Well, Maduro said earlier this year, Venezuela President Nicolás Maduro publicly declared that Puerto Rico should be liberated from the U.S. rule, using rhetoric that included talk bringing Brazilian troops to assist. Comments widely described in regional reporting as provocative and theatrical. Maduro invoked the language of anti-colonial liberation, and Simon Bolivar in framing the comments, which were immediately condemned by Puerto Rican leaders and attracted attention in Washington. Puerto Rican officials pushed back sharply. The island's leadership publicly sought federal attention and reassurances, given the comments' national security implications. Puerto Rico's resident commissioner and local officials framed this statement as an open threat and called on the U.S. to respond. The reaction of Washington was treat the comments as saber rattling and to emphasize existing security commitment to Puerto Rico and U.S. territory. Nicolás Maduro has led Venezuela through an extended and tumultuous tenure. He succeeded Hugo Chavez and retained the presidency amid contested elections. Under Maduro, Venezuela has suffered a deep economic collapse, hyperinflation, shortages of basic goods, and ongoing humanitarian crisis that has driven millions to immigrate internationally. His government has faced sanctions, diplomatic pressure, and heavy critics for democratic backsliding and human rights abuses. Nevertheless, Maduro remains politically resilient inside Venezuela and uses provocative foreign rhetoric to bolster nationalist support and regional alliances with a network of like-minded government. What it means to Puerto Rico in the region, practically analysts say Maduro lacks the military capacity to mount an invasion of Puerto Rico. The comments are strategically aimed to posturing and at appealing to anti-U.S. sentiment in parts of Latin America. But the rhetorically it creates diplomatic strains and forces local and U.S. leaders to publicly counter the narrative and reaffirm defense and support ties to Puerto Rico. Any other takeaways, guys? So of what I said.
So they really just said that they would attempt to invade Puerto Rico and take it over. When there's, like, not only, if I'm correct, a destroyer that may or may not have a functioning laser on it, a whole ass U.S. aircraft carrier, or a fleet carrier, so I'm not entirely sure. We know they're strike aircraft because they were literally flown over Guyana. There's like, what, 1,000 or 2,000 Marines on Puerto Rico training. You have, I'm pretty sure Puerto Rico has a National Guard since they're a territory.
Yep.
So, and I'm 100% sure Brazil is going to tell them to go fuck off. So, in Venezuela, we know their military is a majority of conscripts, and they have not seen any formal war. And since, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. The only thing I can say is oh wait, they're serious?
Yeah,
Let me
right?
laugh even harder.
They ain't gonna get nowhere. Just so you know
Bro, they
that
wouldn't
they
even
ain't gonna
have a
get nowhere.
shore.
We already tell us already the topic again if you have it ready. Tell us what America already did with the boat that disintegrated. It doesn't matter if we repeat it. Some other people maybe haven't heard it yet. If you have it ready, go ahead.
The boat literally got it got Kamehameha out of existence.
If you haven't heard that yet, we have that short ready for you on YouTube.
I mean, and that was a narco boat. Like, a tiny little, like, okay, the boat might have been, maybe, we'll go 50 feet in length. No. How long is the average size car?
I'll tell you right now.
Stand by, folks.
No, I got it right now. Right now. 14.7 feet.
Okay, so we'll go
With a width
about
of
65
5.8 feet.
Yeah, we'll go 65 feet in length. For storage, people, and, all that sorts of jazz. Because I'm sure it had quite a bit of, unmentionables on there. And, well, it was being tracked. And it looked pretty tiny on the screen. And then it was gone. In a matter of seconds. I'm pretty sure that now there's a bunch of military presence. Now there's more than one drone in that area. There's probably a couple recon planes. As soon as any movement's made, we would know. And bad things would happen. Not gonna say what, because I don't really know any of that. But I have a sneaking suspicion of what would happen. Wouldn't be too good for them.
Nope.
All over a damn drug boat.
That's the facts. That's the facts. As always, I can never do anything correctly because I can't find the people I'm trying to look for here. There we go. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to be on my phone. Just making sure everybody knows that we're live. Guess I forgot to share that over here. One more share. Pop. Poop. And we're in it to win it.
Or are we?
I think we are. Shout out to Drummer. Shout out to PR USA. Thank you for watching. Awesome.
We all know they're here for my wonderful voice.
Yes. Bringing you the facts with the wonderful voice of Revelation. All right. So here we are. Moving to the next. And that's not the next thing. Why? Thank you, docket team. Thank you. Man, this docket team, man, they need to start doing better. Holy crap. So we talked about the Congo. We talked about Puerto Rico. We talked about... I know there was something else that we needed to talk about because I had it ready here, but you know me. So tonight, if I'm not mistaken, Bad Bunny has a concert right now in Puerto Rico. The concert's called Debí Tirar Más Fotos. He's right now doing residential in Puerto Rico from the start of the summer to now. I think he has a few more shows or something like that. But Bad Bunny is performing in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and expressed fear that the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, might be outside of his concert venue. So far, there's no articles, but a lot of people have taken pictures and videos, telling those people to leave because they're actually there right now because of a response that Bad Bunny had said here on the news. Let me see if I have it here ready. Bad Bunny says he didn't include U.S. in concert tour for fear of ICE raids. All right, let's go right in it. Puerto Rican musician Bad Bunny said in an interview that he did not include the United States in his 2026 concert tour because of fear that the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, would raid the concert venues. Quote, people from the U.S. could come here to see the show. Latinos and Puerto Ricans of the United States could also travel here or to any part of the world, he told the ID magazine. But there was the issue that ICE could be outside my concert venue, and it's something that we were talking about and very concerned about. The musician has previously been critical of ICE operations, which have intensified under the U.S. President Donald Trump. He posted in an Instagram video in June in which he expresses outrage at federal agents in Puerto Rico for not leaving these people working here alone. Bad Bunny, born Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, kicked off the concert tour with a 2-month residency at the Coliseo de Puerto Rico José Miguel Agrelot in San Juan. The residency, titled I Don't Want to Leave Here, spans 30 concerts on the Caribbean island and concludes on September 14th, which is this weekend, tomorrow. Last show. The shows also conclude some Hollywood stars. The artist will continue his concert tour promoting the new album Debí Tirar Más Fotos after the residency. The Debí Tirar Más Fotos World Tour will begin on November 21st in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, and culminate in Brussels and Belgium in July 22nd of 2026. The tour will touch Latin America, Europe, and Asia and Oceania. There were many reasons why I didn't show up in the U.S., and none of them were out of hate, Bad Bunny said in an interview. I've performed there many times, he added. I've enjoyed connecting with Latinos who have been living in the United States. Bad Bunny, who endorsed Democrat Kamala Harris in 2024 U.S. presidential election, has used his new album and world concert tour to promote Puerto Rican culture and its different musical genres and amplifying the voices of marginalized people. And that was it on that. But the point I'm trying to get to is since he spoke out on this article, right, when he spoke of this in September 11, again, reiterating this, today, out of nowhere, there's a bunch of ICE agents in front of the concert hall, waiting for people to leave, and keep an eye on those that they think that it's an illegal immigrant, which in Puerto Rico, the illegal immigrants could be Dominican, Mexican, Haitian, you name it. There's been even Arabians in Puerto Rico somehow that they made it there that are not legal. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Puerto Rico is also the melting pot of the world, not just New York City, you know? So yeah, any take on that now that of what I read?
I feel like if you have to feel the need to protect your listeners, then obviously somebody's being mean.
Correct. I'm glad that we touched that topic. I'm gonna close it out here. See what else there is. Oh, look at this. About 8 hours ago, two passengers injured after mid-air report of fire prompts emergency evacuation of United Airlines 737 in Japan. A United States Boeing 737-800 flying from Tokyo to Cebu in the Philippines made an emergency landing Friday after indications of potential fire in the cargo hold. The airline said in the statement, United Flight 32 was about an hour into the 4-hour flight, flying at 34,000 feet over the Pacific Ocean when it diverted to the northwest, according to Flight Radar 24. The plane landed about 30 minutes later at Kansai International Airport in Osaka, Japan. The 135 passengers. Why is that there? Oh, here we go. 135 passengers evacuated down the plane's emergency slides and were bused to the terminal. 2 passengers were taken to the hospital with minor injuries from the evacuation. Upon initial inspection by maintenance, there's no indication a fire occurred, the airline said. United operates a hub in Tokyo to other destinations in Asia, including Guam, Mongolia, Saipan, Taiwan, and the Philippines. United Flight 32 was a continuation of a flight from Los Angeles, operated on a different, smaller aircraft. Fires aboard commercial aircraft are very rare, but can be incredibly deadly. In the United States, 20% of all fatalities on board aircraft between 1891 and 1990 were caused by fires, according to the Federal Aviation Administration. Boeing advises finding an immediate place to land if there's smoke, fumes, or fire on a plane. Quote, crews should anticipate divers as soon as SFF event occurs and should be reminded in the checklist to consider a diversion. William McKenzie, Boeing Flight Crew Procedures Manager, wrote in Boeing publication for airlines in 2009. Quote, without any intervention, a fire may become uncontrollable within 10 minutes, meaning that if efficient actions are not taken early enough, the situation may escalate in a few minutes. Airbus wrote and published flight operation recommendations in 2019. What'd you think of that?
Would be Boeing that would have fucking either electrical or fire issues.
Yeah, I always get nervous when I fly. At least from here to Puerto Rico, it makes me nervous.
It's not even that. Do you know Boeing's reputation for having issues with aeronautical things?
No, tell us more.
So, let's take a look at their military sector. You ever hear of the Osprey?
No.
Let's just say it's not liked. Causes a lot of death. It was built by Bell. Who owns Bell? Boeing. Now, obviously, like we just said there, who operates the majority of commercial airliners? Boeing. You figure you've had how many fucking plane crashes or failures just in the past fucking, we'll go 10 years. Not that many that we've heard of, but probably quite a few. We'll go back further, 20. None that we've really heard of, but we're probably going to go with quite a bit. Well, when we were growing up, we obviously heard of the fucking, what was it? That one was Sully. Yep, that was a fucking massive one. Guess what plane that was? A Boeing 747. It hit a bird? Oh, well, yeah, you can say that wasn't really an accident, but that could happen to any plane. But guess who operates most of the fucking commercial planes? Boeing. But still, you figure, then there's tons of other different things that Boeing just has a horrible track record. Like, I forget one example.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Somebody quite literally was flying on a plane. They went through a bunch of turbulence. The plane dipped below a certain altitude, and the plane thought it was going to crash. So it deployed all of the to where it had to deploy the weird little masks.
Yes.
Didn't even deploy those.
Like the air oxygen you're talking about.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And so 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 the plane has to, do like the computer has to sense that and send the thing at a required altitude, or some signal or whatever. Didn't do that, and thankfully the pilot was like, "Oh well, fuck, pull it up, yada yada yada." Anyways, fucking found out something was wrong with the electrical system. Yeah, apparently electrics aren't very good in either the 37 and the 47, but companies can't maintain a lot of them because one, the fucking planes are old, and two, how many of these damn planes do companies own? I mean, and Boeing's just like, oh hey, here you go. Here's a new plane. Is it really a new plane? Or was it just a refurbished plane from some other company that,
Yeah, that
like
they just ended up changing the
Southwestern or
names and
Delta?
whatever.
Yeah, exactly. That Boeing doesn't necessarily have a great track record. In fact, I can look it up right now.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I will. I will just see. Da 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 da.
Let me hit you with the news intro.
Where is it? Okay, so just in 2018 and 2019, you had 2 fatal crashes, killing a total of 346 people. In 2024, you had a door getting detached, killing. Okay, so it didn't kill any, but it had to make a emergency landing in 2006. A 737-800, a private jet, crashed, killing all 150 people on board. And then a notable one, it was in 1996, TWA Flight 800 and Japan Airlines Flight 128, which was the single deadliest aircraft accident in history.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They have had to pay more than $2.5 billion to resolve a criminal charge to defraud the FAA related to the 737 MAX crashes. Failures have led to heightened regulatory scrutiny and investigations into Boeing's design, manufacture, and safety practices by bodies like the Federal Aviation Administration. See what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. They have a lot of issues.
Issues are a lot. I mean, a lot is just, that's being light.
Yep.
See, I thought it was just, quality issues. When I didn't know there was fucking criminal charges and lawsuits. Wow, Boeing. Going a new step there.
Oh, look at recent updates about this Tyler Robinson thing. I just found something new finally. See, Docker team, I can do a better job. So, wait, why are they talking about Hell Divers too? Whoa. They're talking about Helldivers 2 and how this influenced Tyler Robinson.
Of course, they would blame it on games.
Yes, yes.
So it's the early
It
2000s
says,
all over
but
again.
the messages on the bullet casings also included a mix of memes, allusions to video games, suggesting a deep immersion in an irony-soaked online world where meanings can be difficult to precisely decipher. Those messages included a series of arrow representing the controls used to carry out an attack in the video game Helldivers 2 and lyrics of a popular Italian song linked to an anti-fascist, but also popularized more recently another game, Far Cry 2, in a Netflix series. Do you hear this?
Yeah, but we all know that what the actual fucking song was for.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Let's not even
go ahead.
get confused on Netflix series. Get the fuck out of here with the Netflix series.
People who knew Robinson. By the way, we're diving back in. Whoever is listening, we're diving back into more updated news on this Tyler Robinson. The assassinator of Charlie Kirk. People who knew Robinson described different memories of his political leanings. An electrician who worked with Robinson on a job just a few weeks ago asked not to be named, like others who spoke about Robinson due to sensitivity of the situation, described his colleagues as shy presence who wasn't talkative unless he was spoken to. Robinson didn't really talk political unless someone brought something up. The electrician said, adding that he wasn't too fond of Trump or Charlie Kirk. But several years ago in high school, Robinson, like his family, was politically conservative and supported President Donald Trump ahead of 2020 election. One of Robinson's former classmates told CNN, "When I knew him, his family, they were like diehard Trump," said the former classmate. When this happened, I was like, I don't know what changed with him. Voters' registration records show that Robinson is currently registered to vote, unaffiliated with a party. Of course, we already read that. The former classmate described Robinson as a very, very big into gaming and interesting in video game design. Robinson and his family would spend their lunches playing the card games and all that kind of stuff. Robinson was a quiet all the time and little goofy, the classmate said, adding he didn't remember him making concerning statements or getting into trouble. He was fun to be around, fun to talk to. He just was kind of shy and didn't open up very often. Now, people who knew Robinson was struggling to reconcile their images of him with the allegation laid out by the police after a 33-hour manhunt by a phalanx of federal and local officials pleas to the public for assistance. A law enforcement told CNN it was Robinson's family that helped arrange his capture after his father recognized him in the photos that the FBI released. Robinson so far has not spoken to investigators, leaving authorities to continue their work to understand the root of the killing. So he's not being cooperative. Robinson's hometown is a quiet suburb, St. George City in southwest corner of the state. His parents, who did not respond to requests for comment, are registered Republicans. According to the state voters' records, are seen in the community as friendly and helpful neighbors. That's what they say. Social media photos show the family traveling and enjoying outdoor activities, including some that showed Robinson and his brothers handling guns. Other photos suggested Robinson had long been deeply engaged with online culture. In one Halloween photo, his mother noted that Robinson was dressed as some guy from a meme. Robinson graduated from the Pineview High School in St. George in 2021. A spokesperson for the school confirmed he received a resident presidential scholarship to attend Utah State University. According to a Facebook video his mother posted of him reading a letter about the award. Spokesperson for the university said in the statement Friday that Robinson briefly attended Utah State University for one semester in 2021. He was pre-engineering major at the university but took a leave of absence after his first semester, the spokesperson said. Robinson then enrolled at Dixie Technical College in St. George. A spokesperson for the college said in a statement he is currently a third year student in the electrical apprenticeship program, and according to state records, obtained apprenticeship electrician license in 2022. Robinson most recently lived in an apartment complex in St. George, where one 25-year-old neighbor told CNN that he'd spoken with him a handful of times, though he didn't recall the alleged gunman having strong views on politics. Although I quote, I thought he was Republican, but I guess I was wrong about that, the neighbor said. Another neighbor who lived in the complex, who also asked to be not to be named, described Robinson as a super reclusive. Said he rarely saw him outside. The neighbor said Robinson appeared to have at least one roommate. Robinson's family home was in a neighborhood 10-minute drive away. Jesse Garcia, who lives a few houses down from Robinson's family, said he had seemed like a normal person. Garcia said he would see Robinson around the neighborhood and couldn't recall any warning signs of political violence. I wouldn't have never thought about him, Garcia said, adding Robinson's arrest has me and my family in complete awe. Cox said that a family member of Robinson had told investigators at a recent family dinner Robinson had mentioned Kirk's upcoming event at the Utah University, and they talked about why they didn't like him and the point of views that he had, Cox said. The family member also stated that Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate. And by the way, I'm not spreading hate about anything. I'm just reading an article. It's about 3.5-hour drive from Robinson's hometown to the Utah Valley campus, where he allegedly shot Kirk Wednesday afternoon while the well-known activist was holding an event. In the aftermath of the shooting, police found the bolt-action rifle, like we have spoken, and everything that he had said about, the engravings. I don't want to repeat myself on that, so I'm going to keep just skimming through, and I think that's it. As police circulated images of the suspected shooter on Thursday, Robinson's father became convinced they showed his son and confronted him. Tyler, is this you? This looks like you, quote. He asked the 22-year-old. A law enforcement officially briefed on the investigation told CNN. His son acknowledged that it was him, the sources said. And when his father urged him to turn himself in, suggested that he would rather kill himself. But after his father convinced him to talk with a youth pastor, the source said Robinson agreed to be taken into custody. So, in other words, he is screwed. You know what we need for this right now? We need this audio for this. Give me a second. Right here. Come on. You're screwed, buddy. You're screwed. Any input on that?
Screwed? Yeah, we've all been there.
What?
What?
No, we all been there. I didn't hear. I only heard that. What did you say?
I said, being screwed. Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah, they're screwed. He's screwed. He's screwed. I hear that the police are still, well, not here, what I'm reading. Sources say that the police right now are still investigating the family's home and his apartment. Still.
I mean, yeah, they've probably been ordered by the DA to do that.
Yep.
Probably gather as much evidence as possible to get the maximum sentence. Because if they're still being ordered to gather evidence, they're at this point going for the death penalty. It's not life in prison. It's death penalty probably.
Yeah, it's death penalty. I think Donald Trump already stated today about death penalty. I can find that out.
He stated that he wanted it, but ultimately it is up to the Utah governor and the state. I think it's state attorney. I don't know what they're called. It's up to those two whether or not they select it. I think ultimately it goes down to the governor that is what whether or not it's enforced. Because I do know they have it.
Here it is. Trump calls for death penalty in Charlie Cook. What the heck? Trump calls death penalty in Charlie Kirk shooting shows a difference in seconds in his second term. My God, a defendant whose execution Trump called for in his first term tried unsuccessfully to preclude the death penalty based on Trump's comments. All right, here we go. In Donald Trump's first presidential term, tried to stop the federal government from seeking the death penalty against him after Trump publicly pressed for his execution. Saipov's legal effort failed, though the jury ultimately declined the sentence him to death. On Friday, Trump made his latest call for the execution when he told Fox News that officials had my God, whoever wrote this had a typo here. When he told Fox News that officially had a person in custody in connection with the killing of Trump ally Charlie Kirk, that person was later identified as Tyler Robinson. Authorities have indicated they intend to seek the death penalty against him, though they haven't filed formal charges yet, after which he can formally contest them. All criminal defendants are presumed innocent, so they can't just kill the dude right now, which you and I both know that's what's going to happen anyway. In addition to whatever comes in state court, if the Trump administration separately seeks federal death penalty charges against Robinson, if he moves to preclude them in Saipov did based on Trump's comments. Such an effort, it's also likely to fail. Yet the political circumstances that gave rise to Saipov failed motion shows difference in Trump's second term. This time around, the president's direct control over the Justice Department is taken as a given. When Saipov made the motion in September of 2018, Jeff Sessions was the Attorney General, though he wouldn't last the rest of the year in light of the refusal to always do everything that Trump wanted him to do. Saipov argued in his motion that the pressure from Mr. Trump's whoever wrote this article, demands are simply too great for Attorney General Sessions or anyone else who works for President Trump to appropriately exercise the fact-based independent decision-making process required to decide whether to pursue capital punishment. The federal judge rejected Saipov's motion, reasoning that even if Trump's statements were perhaps ill-advised, given the dependency of this case. The defendant argument was pure speculation made without a scintilla of direct factual report, and without more, it is insufficient to warrant interference by this court with the Attorney General's presumptive authority to make charging decisions. Fast forward to today, Attorney General Pam Bondi to ask whether she operates independently of Trump would offend the basic structure of Trump-Bondi DOJ, which appears unconcerned with any pretense of post-Watergate norm of departmental independence, but carrying out the president wishes via the law, which the differences in DOJ leadership, such as it is, wouldn't likely lead the judge granting such a hypothetical defense motion, but Trump's latest call for an execution underscores how much has changed in a few years. So there's that.
We all know that the Utah governor will sign off on the death penalty.
Oh yeah, we all know that.
Won't even have to get involved. I mean, because it was what? He shot Kirk on the 10th?
On the 10th, yep.
So, and he turned himself in on the 11th.
Correct.
So that was a whole ass day that he was on the run from the authorities. After he shot him in front of a fucking crowd and his family from 200 yards away with a rifle. As this was being filmed, because it was being filmed obviously for his channel. Like, and he obviously planned this shit. So that is a whole ass list of charges. On top of evading fucking, like evading whatever, I forget what exactly the formal name for it's gonna be. Like, there's just a massive fucking list. Like, yeah, man's cooked, 100%. Like, he's not cooked. He isn't even well done. That man was fucking. He's been burnt. Like, he's been so burnt, you could probably fucking throw him at a wall and it'd be going through the wall. Like, it's like fucking vulcanized rubber. That's how hard this bitch is right now. He's done. Soon as that lands on as it lands on the governor's desk, it's signed. There's no way it's not. His attorney might as well just reside to the fact that there's literally nothing he can do.
Literally. You hear that? Oh my god, he's this cooked like this, Law and Order style.
Bro, it's not even Law and Order, because at least the defendant can, put up a fight because they have competent attorneys. Man, he's done for. They caught him in one day, and he's gonna be, out of here into another plane of existence in, like, I'd say 2 weeks. Tops.
More than likely.
Like, when your minimum is life sentence, that's a bad thing.
I am officially running for
whoa,
president
whoa,
of the...
Whoa. I didn't press that. I'm so sorry about that.
It's a good thing to know you're running for president, Jay. We're so proud of you. I think you're a little young, though. You have, 4 years left?
Something like that.
Wrong.
Oh, I'm wrong. Okay, well, fuck. I know that.
Oh God. While I find one more topic, gentlemen, any banter, that's the call of the prophet. Any banter, prophet? How we doing this evening? Holy moly.
I'll come in with that.
Oh, we know what that's all about. This is it's a little bit of...
Yeah, he's celebrating you getting ready to run for president.
Yeah, you bet. But I bet that's a little bit of...
Are you gonna be his campaign manager, Mark?
Oh, hey, ho, it's Jay.
Actually, Jay.
Yeah.
Everyone, I know what our last topic should be. Don't you know what our last topic should be?
No, is it about starts with an M? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think that we should do that.
I think that we should. It's scientific.
We're gonna get canceled, and this is the
It's
4th
scientific.
episode.
It is scientific.
And I think I forgot to put 4th episode, and I think I posted it as 3rd, and it's not the 3rd. Oh my God! I can't believe we're gonna go into this topic.
Whatever episode it is, guys, you'll understand.
Yeah, no, we'll change it in the. This is episode 4. Episode 4.
But anyways, it is scientific. We will not get canceled.
Give me a minute.
Right, Mark? It's scientific. It's for the purposes of science. You know what I'm talking about.
No.
Begins with an M. We were talking about it earlier.
Oh my God.
Uh,
Oh my God. Give me a
what are we
second.
talking about?
You know,
I know.
the
Do you
the,
know?
the toilet. The toilet. You said 12 times.
Toilet
12 times.
12 times.
The
No
action
idea.
begins with M.
Oh, that conversation. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You want me to bring it into it? You can't do it, can
Look,
you?
I'm gonna start it.
I think
Okay,
we all
I made
should.
myself a little way to talk about it without making it.
I
That's
think we've
past
already.
conversation. We should make new conversation.
Yeah. They haven't heard it though.
No, exactly. Give me a
So?
minute.
It's not as good as the first time.
It's
It will
always good
never
the
be
first
as
time.
the first time.
It's
It
the
will
first
never
time
be
now.
As good as the first time because the first time was natural.
But it's
It
not our.
went
Well,
fluidly.
yeah.
We will have to force it.
For their first time, yes, because it's not our first time.
Exactly.
So it'll be pleasant for them, ish.
Yep.
Ish.
This is going all in the wrong
Yes.
direction. This has turned into a totally different subject. We should just stick to the scientific.
All right.
topic
We're gonna talk about it. Okay. I got some things here. Let's see. Okay. It's about supposedly it's 10 minutes long, so we'll see. All right. Let's start with okay. So the segment is about health for men. All right, men or women, don't matter. The
Scientific
segment is
health.
about masturbation for health. Let's talk about it.
How much masturbation is too much masturbation?
Yeah, we'll find out right now. Let's see. Let's start with the body for men. Regular ejaculation support prostate health and even lower the risk of prostate cancer. Beyond that, masturbation helps relieve muscle tension, improve circulation, and can make it easier to fall asleep. For women, masturbation strengthens the pelvic floor muscle.
The fuck is a pelvic floor?
My God, ladies and gentlemen, oh my God. The pelvic floor, sir, it's underneath their waist and right above their women part, the flat area of their front. It's their pelvic, and they can help it to strengthen it because that's where the muscles are
okay,
for
wait,
the
yeah,
inside.
I know what
sir.
you're talking about now. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry
just
about
bad
that,
at
women.
anatomy.
Sorry about that, women.
I'm bad at anatomy.
No, I see that. For women, masturbation strengthens the pelvic floor muscle, promotes vaginal health, and can reduce menstrual cramps. And here's something universal. Masturbation boosts circulation, helps release pent-up energy, and gives the body a natural tension release, leaving you feeling relaxed and light. Masturbation isn't just about the body, it's also about the mind too. When you orgasm, your brain releases dopamine, oxytocin, reducing the stress, boosting mood, and improving focus. It also helps with body awareness. Knowing what feels good increases confidence, sexuality, emotion, and social. You know what I mean? Sexually, emotionally, and
Boosting
socially.
mood. Pretty sure every guy can testify that it does not boost your mood afterwards.
I don't agree with your statement. I actually agree that it does boost mood. I think it makes you more
Okay,
happy, relaxed, because of the
wait,
dopamines of your brain.
well, okay, for your body, yes, but when you're done doing the deed of, masturbation, do you not feel somewhat icked out and, whatnot? And you're like, oh, why did I just do that?
No, no. That means that you don't like yourself. You gotta love yourself first, so that it doesn't feel like an ick.
Am I the only one?
Yeah, you feel an ick to yourself, dude. Don't do that. The point of that is to make yourself feel better and feel like you love your body and yourself. That's the point. It's all.
That's
This is
probably just
more
my
about
depression
mental health
speaking.
than anything, too. So you know,
I mean, that's probably just my depression speaking.
could be, or you can be like the guy from Local Live, Wings of the Redemption. He's been taking some medication the last 4 years, and he hasn't physically been able to come. Shout out to Local
Yeah,
Live,
we'll just
Keemstar,
we'll
Wings
just
of Redemption,
we'll just
Boogie, $28.99
yeah, we'll just leave that one alone.
or $29.88. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll just leave that one alone.
Poor guy.
Yeah, right. I know that they need people, so if you're watching, we're here, we're available, and whenever you want us to make a Local International, let us know. We'll be available. All right, where were we on this? Spent body natural really. Okay, now we're going into this one. Okay. Masturbation isn't just about the body. It's about the mind too. When you orgasm, your brain releases dopamine and oxytocin. Did I already read this? Right? No. But I almost said the same thing a minute ago. Masturbation isn't just about the body. It's about the mind too. When you orgasm, your brain releases dopamine, oxytocin, reducing stress, boosting mood, and improving focus. It can also help with body awareness and knowing what feels good. Yes, I already read this. Okay. So it also can be helpful for sleep, hormones, and self-care. Next, hormones. Masturbation can slightly boost testosterone, endorphins, and oxytocin, giving you a natural energy and mood lift. Timing matters too. Doing it before bed can help you fall asleep faster. Think of a combination of pleasure with self-care, science-backed relaxation, and hormonal balance. A myth. Let's address a few common myths. Does not make you weak, infertile, or less of a person. It's healthy and normal. Moderate masturbation can actually enhance your sexual health, emotional wellness, and self-confidence. You hear that, Revelations? It's about understanding your body and balancing it with the rest of your life. So here's the takeaway. Masturbation is healthy, natural, and beneficial, physical, mentally, and emotionally. Here's a challenge. Spend some time mindful time connecting with your body this week. All right, this week, and specifically you, Revelation. You hear that? Focus on what feels good.
Telling me
Notice
to
how
jerk off this weekend.
Focus on what feels good. Notice how it affects your mood and energy, and treat it like a form of self-care without guilt. Remember, self-awareness and wellness go hand in hand. No pun intended. The more you know about your body, the better you can care for it. All righty. So now the next question is, what Prophet here was asking, how many times a day it's okay to masturbate?
If I'm
How many
correct,
times a day is enough before it's too much?
if I'm correct, I actually have the answer to this. It's either 48 or 71. Because somebody went past that number, like one of those numbers, and died of a heart attack.
All right, so here we go. This is what we got. Most healthy adults masturbate anywhere from a few times a week to once or twice a day. Some do it more frequently without any problems. What matters is how it affects your life. It interferes with school. Let me go. Let me start over again. Science, you might be overdoing it. It interferes with school, work, and social life. You feel guilt, shame, or anxiety related to it. Physically, symptoms appear like soreness, irritation, or chafing. You use it. You use it as your primary coping mechanism for stress or emotional issues instead of healthy alternatives. Physical health, frequent masturbation rarely causes permanent harm, but excessive friction can irritate skin or lead to temporarily soreness. Take breaks if you notice discomfort. Mental and emotional health. If it begins to replace your social interactions, intimacy with partners, or healthy hobbies, it might be too frequent. Masturbation is too much. Look, rules of thumb. Masturbation is too much when it negatively impacts your daily life, health, or relationships, not just based on a number. For more people,
What relationship?
for most people, once or twice a day is fine, but more than occasionally is usually okay if it's not causing problems. But it's not the answer that we're looking for.
Well,
I believe that satisfies.
Yeah, like I said, it was either 48 or 71. Some dude passed one of those two numbers, whatever one it was, died of a heart attack when he started it up again. And they found him literally butt-ass naked in his hand.
Yep, because all the blood stayed there. Here we go. Finally, you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
It says the highest
Still deep.
documented number of male orgasms in a single day comes from a few extreme cases, usually in search or sex challenges, but these are the outliers and not recommended for health. Some sources cite men reaching up to 30 to 50 times in a single day during extreme sexual stamina challenges or studies in the 20th century. Guinness World Records does not officially track masturbation frequency, so exact verified numbers are hard to confirm. Health professional warned that more than 10 to 15 times a day can lead to soreness, chafing, and temporary fatigue. And psychologically, it may indicate compulsive behavior. Important takeaway, while extreme cases exist, the safe, healthy range for most men is about 1 to 3 times per day, depending on age, health, and personal comfort. Anything beyond that is usually unsustainable and potentially harm.
Don't go pulling your off.
Bruh. That would be the weirdest thing if that was
I've
something
heard. I don't want to talk about it. You know what? I don't want to talk about what I've heard.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I mean, there's rumors like what around about the guy that goes 48 hours, 48 times or whatever,
Jesus.
24 hours, and his blows up. Yep, that's what I've been told.
Here it is.
No, you got it? Perfect. I'm trying to find it.
Yes. Teen masturbates 56 times, dies of heart attack.
Read it.
September of 2019.
Read it.
Oh, wait.
Read
Hold
it from
on.
the beginning to end.
Here's another one. Wait, no, that's just a...
A few inches later.
Okay, so Here's another one. Okay, yeah. So, man dies after masturbating 62 times in a row on Valentine's Day in South Africa.
Wait,
Wow.
say that again.
Man dies after masturbating 62 times straight on Valentine's Day in South Africa.
Lucky
Specifically
self,
in Bloemfontein.
no. How old was he?
33.
Oh, poor guy.
He must have been stressed the hell out.
He probably wanted to see how far he could go. He found out.
This is what what the gods told him after his last
So apparently
blow. Ready?
apparently
No, wait. This
62
is what
is
the
the
gods
limit.
told him after the last blow. Ready?
Fetch me their soul!
Yep. Have
Go
a
ahead.
name for each
Yes.
and every one of them.
Yep.
Yeah, so 62 is the limit, boys.
How many?
And girls do not help.
How many?
62. 62 is the limit.
62 is the limit before your heart attack.
Yep, you'll just go.
You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first.
Heard what?
Bottom line, though, for healthy adults, masturbation does not cause death. Besides that guy that did it 62 times. Fatal cases are extremely rare. They almost always involve other risk factors or safe practices. You could, here's a tip. Literally. Masturbation is healthy and safe for almost everyone. Death from it is so rare. It's essentially non-existent for people without serious health conditions and dangerous behaviors like revelations. Not just joking. But yeah, there's that. What else? Any other input besides masturbation? I think we had a few things. Now I remember. Heading towards the end. I was about to say my thank yous, but we're not towards the end. Almost towards the end. But I want to show what's happening tomorrow. Big day tomorrow for boxing. Here it is. Oh, that's opening the wrong thing. I don't want you to open that. I hate when I save things and it's not here now. Okay. That's tomorrow, right, though? Today's the... Okay. Sorry, give me 1 second. Go ahead. Somebody say something real quick while I find this. Anything that you guys can remember? Any games? What's your input maybe on the new Call of Duty, Battlefield 6?
Well, I actually do have an article since you just mentioned boxing. For anyone out there who likes wrestling, as of 19 minutes ago, I'm pretty sure. It could be a little bit longer ago. I'm not sure when this took place. I know it was today. Dominic Mysterio is now the new AAA Mega Champion, holding now 2 titles, cementing him as the greatest Mysterio of all time.
I'm guessing he beat Vikingo, huh?
Yes, and his father put the belt on him.
Wow. Wow. Dominic Mysterio making history. Hopefully he's eating his chicken nuggets tonight. Dino nuggets at that.
Damn, now I want some chicken nuggets.
No, I'll be like that. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to find these pictures. So I can have it ready so I can show you guys. So it looks good and profesh. All right, I know what to do. I don't know why I didn't do this the first time. I got it. I got you. Let's see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this weekend, Canelo versus Crawford. Big fight this weekend. Is a big MMA fight. I'm sorry if I called it boxing. I'm thinking still of the Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson in April of 2026. Don't miss it. Canelo versus Crawford results, live updates from the undercard and main event tomorrow. MMA fighting has Canelo versus Crawford results live for the Canelo versus Terrence Crawford fight card at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada on Saturday night tomorrow. If you're watching this today on Saturday, it's tonight. Tonight, September 13th, tonight. This podcast started September 12th at 11:15, and I'm sorry that I started so late. I'm always starting a minute later than I need to. But as of tonight, when the main event begins around 11 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, check out our Canelo vs. Crawford live round by round updates for our blog, which I'm going to be writing down everything for you guys for Monday's show. Maybe I'll even go live real quick on my phone and give you an update. Canelo Alvarez will try to hand Terrence Crawford his first career loss and retain his undisputed super middleweight title. So the main card starts at 9 p.m. Eastern time with Canelo versus Crawford. Then it goes to Callum versus Fernando, Christian versus Lebster, Muhammad versus Travis. Yeah, so we got that going on for tomorrow. And then we got prelims, MMA fighting at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. So we got Serhi versus Brandon, Ivan versus Jermaine, Reito versus Javier, Sultan versus Martin, Steve versus Reiko, Marco versus Sona. Yeah. So tomorrow I'm gonna bring you at least a live update after the fight. It's only gonna be like a quick 15-minute rundown. But yeah. So there's that. Tomorrow, don't miss it. Canelo versus Crawford. And not our Crawford, by the way.
Missed it.
Here's the picture I've been wanting to use. All right. Here's the picture of tomorrow's fight. Let's see. Here it is. Oh my God. Of course you would do this. There we go. All right, here we go. Professional mode right here. Don't miss it tomorrow. Canelo versus Crawford. Saturday, September 13th at 11 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. Stream it on Netflix. Also, don't forget, next week, next Saturday, right? Is it Saturday next week, the 20th? When is the 20th next week? You know what's coming next week, right? On the 20th? Yeah, Saturday, the 20th. Next week, we also have WrestlePalooza. WWE's WrestlePalooza ESPN debut as well. Debut at ESPN Network. Hell yeah. Saturday, WrestlePalooza, Indianapolis, Saturday, September 20th, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. ESPN in the United States and Netflix internationally. Excludes select markets. All right. We're killing it, boys. We're killing it.
Yeah,
All
how many
right.
viewers do we got?
Huh?
How
many
badly
viewers
are
we
we
got?
killing it?
Oh, we have 6 right now. Shout out to the 6. Shout out to the 6. And for many more that are going to be watching. Now, I just want to end it with something real quick. I just got to find it. I have it right here somewhere. Anything else? Any last words on anything that you guys can think of? Anything at all?
Not that I can think of. No.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go into this little quick ad, and then we'll move along to the very end, and then that's it. Here we go. Look, with everything that's happening right now in the United States, with the with the assassination of Charlie Kirk and the killing of the Ukrainian woman in the bus over in Charlotte, North Carolina, and the people that have been passing away left and right for accidents and crazy things like that. Specifically, 9/11 also passing by, 24 years. I know that life can get heavy and sometimes it feels like there's no way out, but help is always just a call away. If you or someone you know is struggling with thoughts of self-harm, please reach out. Call or text 1-800-273-8255 or text 988. 24/7 confidential support. Remember, talking about it is a sign of strength, not weakness. Visit the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline app for more support. Because we all know that mental health is not easy, ladies and gentlemen. We all go through it. I go through it. I know my colleagues here go through it as well. It isn't easy. Am I right, boys?
Yes.
Feels.
So always make sure to reach out to your nearest friend or dial the 1-800 hotline. Like I said, it was 1-800-273-8255. And they're 24/7 and they're a confidential support. They won't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm reaching out. You need to grab my hand. Come on, bro.
I'm right here. I'm right here, buddy. I'm right here. I'm right here.
Why don't I feel your hand?
Because I did
Asshole.
reach out to the camera.
Yeah. Oh, I know you're here. You're here in my heart. You're here with me in spirit. You're here with me.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Sending much love to you, and I'm always here. You know that. Call away. I'm a call away. Little shout out to my friends over at the Kleinfersfeld, Pennsylvania. The Kville Hotel and Tavern out in Kleinfersfeld, PA. Seth and Jamie, they'll take care of you. Great food, great atmosphere, great drinks. Make sure to catch them whenever you can. Make a trip down there. I'm trying to find a picture, and I'm already failing you. Give me one moment. Ah, here it is. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Oh, here it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's a quick picture of the Kville Hotel and Tavern. Yes, sir. Ah, there we go. They're open from Wednesday to Sunday. It's always party at the Kville Hotel and Tavern. Their phone number is 717-949-8413. Address is 2647 Heidelberg Avenue, Kleinfurt, Feltersville, Pennsylvania. So go check them out. Try out that peanut butter and jelly burger. You won't regret it.
Sounds good.
Hell yeah, dude. I want to try it. I want to take a trip down there and do a podcast down there with them. Maybe a quick segment, maybe some banter, chilling,
That'd be good.
have a few drinks.
Oh, yeah.
They're good people.
Yep.
They're good people down there.
A soulful life. That'd be nice.
Yeah. I'm also in a show on Mondays called it used to be called The Morning Movement. Now it's called The Movement. We're on every Monday at 12 p.m. On YouTube at Producer Mike Presents The Morning Movement. Also, I'm going to show you a quick video of it so you guys know where it is. Not video, but at least show you guys where it is. Okay, here we go. You go down. Ba-da-ba-ba. Here we go.
What are we talking about?
I'm just promoting the other show that I'm going to be on that I'm on Mondays real quick. Gotta make
Good
sure
luck
it's
with
on.
that. I'm looking forward to what you have to say about it.
Yeah. Here it is. Producer Mike Presents and the Jessup Legacy. We used to be on a show called the Jessup Show Podcast. All the videos are here submitted into this. We moved over now to the Morning Movement, the Movement. Until then, hopefully everything gets moving into its own list, or we move into another new channel. But right now, you can catch us. 3 episodes that I'm in so far. The Morning Movement with Jey and Producer Mike, 98, 91. And I think this other one over here was, I'm not in it. Am I in this one? Yes, I'm in this one. Let me make sure here. Yeah, 818. So 3 episodes so far that I'm in. So make sure you come out and support. And yeah. Producer Mike, everybody. Producer Mike. He does his best that he can. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It isn't easy being Producer Mike. But yeah. And I messed up a little bit over here, but it's all right. It's part of the process. Producer Mike will be proud. All right. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be leaving you tonight. Any final words, any final comments, anything at all?
A daily reminder, children, that if you are hanging out with friends and somebody squelches on a bet, just hit them with a steel chair right in the back of the head and then steal their wallet and go buy a car. Just kidding, don't actually do that. But give them an RKO just for good reference.
Next time I see you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for giving us the quote of the day. I appreciate that, Revelation. Now we can get a little bit of that tomorrow, and I'll send it to you, of course. With that, I would like to say one more word, and it's thank you very much for being a part of this show another day with us here. We went through a bunch of topics. Where's my top? My ending? My ending screen here. My ending. Give me my ending. My closing remarks should be around here somewhere. Always looking bad. Thank you, docket team. Blame it on the docket team. Which you guys all know who that is. Man, so much for the outro.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, here we go. From engraved shells in America to deadly rivers in Congo, to geopolitical standoffs in Puerto Rico, and a haunting case of a murdered woman in Ukraine. Tonight's stories reminded us of one truth. The world isn't just divided, it's boiling over. This is why we stay unbound. No filters, no spin, just raw. Just the raw truth. And don't miss us on Monday evening at some point. We'll have again Revelations and hopefully special guest, the Prophet. And we'll be coming stronger than ever. And I will be getting back to you guys this Saturday, Monday morning with the lockdown on the fight versus the Canelo and Crawford. Thank you again for tuning in, and we'll catch you. We'll catch you Monday. Shout out to the Jessup Podcast and the Jessup crew. Eddie Weber, Buckland, Keith, Seth and Jamie, Lando Smiles, Crawface, my dad, and anybody watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. Also, shout out to producer Mike.
But the cream rises to the top. Oh yeah. Cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.